Welcome everyone, it's time for a new week of weekly shorts. We're gonna look at the old records, we're gonna look at the new map, and there are new rules about them. Every map is in a certain format, we'll see. I kind of forgot about them again, but yeah. Also, please make sure to like and subscribe. Together, we can reach that 100k this year. If we lock in, you guys can't see the winners, so last week's winner is Arctic Expert. All right, let's go into the weekly shorts from last week and see what the records are. There's also a promise on a tech map, I remember saying in the video. Surely no one cut that map. Why is the first record so far ahead? What is gonna happen here? What? Okay, perfect no slide, but expected. Another no slide. Grenadier ahead here, and then... Wow. Okay, that's a crazy ending. We see everyone doing these no slide strategies here to gain more speed, and then just insane end line here. Yep. All right, next map. The maps are in a certain format this week as well. This last week was already in a format, so it starts off with... Okay, it's not cut. Whew. That does not look like it's cut, guys. About them again, but into the weekly shorts from last week and see what the records are. There's also a promise on a tech map, I remember saying in the video. Surely no one cut that map. Why is the first record so far ahead? What is gonna happen here? What? That map. Why is the first record so far ahead? What is gonna happen here? What? Okay, perfect no slide, but expected. Another no slide. Grenadier ahead here, and then... Wow. Okay, that's a crazy ending. We see everyone doing these no slide strategies here to gain more speed, and then just insane end line here. Yep. All right, next map. The maps are in a certain format this week as well. This last week was already in a format, so it starts off with... Okay, it's not cut. Whew. That does not look like it's cut, guys. I'm safe. It's just gonna be insanely precise. The format... Yeah, so the first map was wide. I don't remember what the second map format is. But yeah, we're gonna basically see the same format each map, each week. And yeah, this is just pure teching here. Next, map 3 will be pick your path, as we'll see here. 16. But yeah, we're gonna basically see the same format each map, each week. And yeah, this is just pure teching here. Next, map 3 will be pick your path, as we'll see here. 69. Okay, that's fast. And I'm assuming I will choose the wrong path. Yay. Now, I didn't do any hunting this week because I was busy with a challenge. But yeah, okay. That's fast. And I'm assuming I will choose the wrong path. Yay. Now, I didn't do any hunting this week because I was busy with a challenge. But yeah, okay, so it was this path. Kind of the... What is that? It is the initial path with this strategy, so you get less wheels on a penalty. Okay, smart. Next. Okay, yeah, so that was... What is that? It is the initial path with this strategy, so you get less wheels on a penalty. Okay, smart. Next. Okay, yeah, so that was pick your path / pathfinding for map 3. Map 4, ooh, I actually don't know what this one is going to be. I don't remember the style for this one. Nadio posted an update blog about this one. You can read it up. It's also posted on Twitter or X. So you guys can see what they mean by that. But yeah, I know that the last map style is lol random stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one this week. As we saw last week with the React, that's what we see soon. This also, just like map 2, more precision, but this is map S. Kind of weird map. To get the React, that's what we see soon. This also, just like map 2, more precision, but this is map S. Kind of weird map, to be honest. This one, oh, this is gonna be so wicked. Okay, everyone driving the same time, though. I wonder if they locked in on the same strat I did, but got the zoop earlier. This is what I'm predicting. My strat, but zooping earlier. Yeah. Are they gonna zoop on this hill here? Somehow? And there they go. 5 cars. Woo! Amazing content, right? The first map concept, if I... This hill here, somehow. And there they go. 5 cars. Woo! Amazing content, right? The first map concept, if I remember correct, should be wide so that nobody should be crashing on the map. That's why it's called wide jumps. I don't know what's happening to the Nadeo servers lately, that we have the problem with loading names on the leaderboard. But, it doesn't matter too much. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's a straight jump. Why does this remind me of map 4 from last week? We have a meme bounce-ish straight jump. No, this doesn't remember of last week. We had that 1 week, map 1, which had just 2 jumps and an FS turn. It's exactly that. Okay, this is once again 1000 optimization, I would say. I don't see how you would optimize this. We got the AT. I don't think this is gonna have any special strats. You're basically just gonna have to like go for the tightest line possible. Although, yeah, here. Okay, since you can't quite make that jump, I am curious because that is going to be tricky then. And you want to do a nice little right left there so you get an early landing. There should be something that you could do. Maybe you can do this and gain more speed. Is it faster? 1 speed. Is that 1 speed enough? Ironically, it is. Oh, but I'm jumping too far here. Ah, my PB. Okay, it's all gonna be about ramp cutting this as I hear an alert. Mod spend. Wait, that's a new primer. They never subbed before. How do they have the timing for this? What the hell? Okay. As a writer for YouTube, use your prime. Ah, I lost my streamer mentality, bro. I was up till 7 AM last night watching Formula 1, so we don't question that. Ooh, that's a good start. If I can make this, that is. Do I? I do. Okay. And then fully to the left here. Kind of want earlier grip there. Top 38 to the left here. Kind of want earlier grip there. Top 38. I lost so many places. Am I not making this clean enough? But I don't know if I can like gain that much more speed here. Surely I'm not missing something obvious. Okay, I can gain a lot more speed there. And then we just jump here. That is a lot faster. Top 13 only. I just saw something. What actually happens if I go here? Okay, then we don't make it at all. Okay, ramp cut. Staying more to the right. Can we make it clean? Like, can I do this? Now it's gonna be more speed. And we're gonna be able to make this. Okay, well, I'm stupid. But then there's the question of how do you drive this ending? I kinda think you're gonna have to release here, get the grip, and that is a 82. Okay, right. Should be enough speed. We go like this. It wasn't enough speed. Aligns so drastically that makes this map interesting again, but and here's the big but. I think people are gonna figure out a way without doing that. And then it's not gonna matter too much. And top 7. If you could jump very low, maybe you could get the speed, but I'm like, my car is like flipping, which is not what you wanted to do. I'm maybe risking too much because I'm still. We have that 82 no respawn. Let me go for that run real quick. Okay, low bounce here. Make sure I have enough speed to make it fully clean, like this. Grab all this speed here. Ah, release wasn't good. Still 7th. Okay. Now, yes, you can't FS because you're gonna jump too far, but I feel like that attempt now showed you can also not really jump too low because you're just not gonna snowball the speed back. Huh. I am jumping out of the map. I don't know what I'm doing right now. This map, yeah, has a lot more going for it than I initially gave it credit for. This is too slow. Or is it? It should be too slow. Maybe it's not. But in my initial try, I just went low inside line. One more good run. I should just go for a little bit safer starts, like go like this. But I feel like the start is the only way I can gain a lot of time here, so kind of have to risk it. Did I just grip the thing while jumping? I've had that -10 start that had the same speed as my PB. That is probably what I did in that run. That was good enough to keep up at least. Oh, I'm still 7th. Alright, guys, it's not meant to be any other position. Let's go next map. I'm 7th. Yay, Nadeo on coding. I love it. Okay, let me play. I'm 7th. Yay, Nadeo on coding. I love it. Okay, let me play the game, Nadeo. God damn it. All right. Once again, we have a mini tech here, I think. I think that's gonna be the style. So, map 1 style, uncrashable in quotation marks, wide map without barriers. Second map, basically the complete opposite. I don't remember if it said mini tech. I don't think it did. Kind of the style people are going for here. Why is there a finish up top there? Bro, because I clicked that one wrong button. My game is lagging so hard. I do not know. Like, I've never seen my game lag this hard. I think I bugged my game out by clicking that button. I don't know what's going on here. This is not good. I'm sorry if this is visible in the video. I don't know what's going on. Ask Nadeo. But this is kind of just short tech. Mini tech rather. One of my favorite styles. Just as I said last week, I only had praise for that one map. I know it's not the most exciting style, but like maps like this are fun to play. For me, if I have time to hunt. Maybe this week I will have time to hunt again. Keep an eye out on the VOD channel or the live streams. Surely I beat my challenge tomorrow, and then on Tuesday we can do another weekly shorts hunting stream. Hopefully. At least that's the plan, but you never know how a challenge goes. All right, we're improving. 7. I swear to God, if I get stuck on 7 again, I will lose it. Surely that wouldn't happen. That run wasn't maxed, was it? No, it wasn't. Ah, too late. Surely this time we can get a little higher than 7. Also, this map, once again, I don't think I'll be spending the full 10 minutes here. Because we're not yet optimizing to the absolute extent. But why is that still 7th? Okay, I have to disable alerts. That's still 7th. Okay, I have to disable alerts. Who is advertising in my TTS? Okay, anyways. My own VOD channel. How did they know that I said that? Did I click start stream by accident? Maybe I did. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe they are Pippa laughing in the Twitch chat at me right now. I don't know. This is gonna be a meme throughout the entire video if I get stuck on 7 every time. Okay. Tighter slide here. Wider approach here. That should help. Yes. Surely out of 7. Oh, I didn't even improve. There we go. That's better, but here. Okay, I didn't even check the map, by the way, if there's anything special here, but I'm assuming we won't see many shortcut-esque maps anymore, because with the new rules, Nadeo kinda, I don't know, doesn't really seem like people would build them anymore, because they will not make it through the rule check by Nadeo, so I think we're just gonna have set route, except map 3, where it's just gonna be, hehe, find the fastest path. If the next map is gonna be another map where I have 3 paths, one straight, one left and right of it, I'm gonna lose it. Like, I don't want to see another map like this. We've seen enough. Also, I cannot improve. Everyone is 1,000 too slow. What is happening here? Also, I feel like my controller is steering more than usually does. Sensitivity feels higher. I'm so confused. That should not be real. Okay, that's PB. Boom! 5th! We're out! We're no longer 7th! Yes! Yes! Oh, that's too tight. I mean, it's a pretty good last turn. I can never make that last turn. It was so good, but like, there's no chance I'm making the last corner. Oh, and the lag is coming from again. Why? BB. Okay, we got ourselves the sub 13 seconds. I'm happy with that. Going to lie. Okay, and we beat Granadi, and that's good enough for me. Next. All right, open-ended journey. So this is the one where technically... Yeah, okay. Yeah. So we have a car switch gate where we have to choose which gate we want to take. Oh, is my game in full screen? All right, guys, I just figured out why I was lagging and why my inputs were feeling weird. My game was not in full screen. Okay, so there's that. No longer... Wait, that means I was driving with a disadvantage. Yeah, whatever. Is this... Okay. For that turn, the question is gonna be... Hello, what is... Okay, I think the snow car here should be guaranteed slower, is it? Not sure. Oh, is it follow? Oh, I thought you could cut, but maybe not. Is there any chance you can get enough speed to jump over? Let me look at the map from above. I mean, you could go down there, but then you'd have this uphill. I think the water still triggers. And that must be slower. I mean, it would be... Okay, let's see. Potentially. Okay, you'd have to go rally here. I'm pretty sure that's slower. Okay, let's figure out the probably just standard path. Actually, this turn might be cut. Okay, but can you like... Okay, that is going to be a path. Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. All right. Come on. The cut doesn't seem to be the easiest here, to be honest, but it's definitely faster, so we gotta do it. Please, that could be good. And top 10 with that. Okay. I don't know how fast I can... Like, the snow cut definitely looks too slow for it. Rally car is faster, but then... Here comes the stadium car overtaking me. So I can go faster there. Now that the car picks up speed, right? So like, it's not even that bad, but I feel like the optimization with stadium car is easier. Even though that jump is so bad. Like, this drop here is really horrible. No! Top 3. I think this strat is good. It's definitely the best thing I can see right now. Like, it's definitely rally car. It's definitely stadium car. I've been goofing around too much on this map, I'm not gonna lie. Like, look how much I can drop still, but then my ending and my PB is really, really good. Technically, we have seen everything here, but, you know... If map 4 is as boring as last week, we can do it in 2 seconds. But that I obviously do not know right now. We would get a time here much easier if I wasn't so rally car skill checked. Ah, come on. I give up. Next. Okay, well guys, it's time to battle some secrets in the secrets. Because we don't know what the time is, and we don't know what the player is. Who the player is. That's great. Yeah, this is just like last week. Bro, is map 4 gonna be absolute bench every week now with this new format by Nadeo? I don't remember what the style is, but this just this what? Like, boom, this is 100% optimized. Like, what am I gonna do now? 85th. Oh, God. I'm too slow to SD. Okay, so if I'm too slow to SD there. No, there's no point in going wide. It is just max tide line here. You're too slow to get any speed strats. I don't know if a grass meme bounce is a thing. Like, this is just... This map will actually be Thousands Hunt. Because, like, what are you gonna do? You need the earliest possible landing there. Then you need to go as inside as possible for the rest of the map without sliding out on the platforms. And that's it, I think. Like here, you just want to go max inside, and then once again here, max inside. Like, you just need to... I don't know. I'm gonna have to say something bad about a weekly short for once, guys. This map is too boring. Currently. I'm surprised by that, to be honest, but apparently I'm skill issue. I lost speed there because I jumped too far. Okay, that was a perfect meme bounce. Okay, so then I have to go like this here. No, I went too much to the side, so like... Wait, now it's... This? Now I'm really confused, because I thought I had speed. What? This map is trolling me, isn't it? Okay, that was kind of sick. That was kind of sick. Completely sick. No, no, not 7. Why is it 7? Give me any other... Why 7? Oh my... Could it not have been any other number? First of all, I need to stop crashing that edge, which I don't know why I keep misaiming it, but I am. So here we are. And then max low. Oh my god. Realistically, you still have to go for a lot of angle. I think I hit that really well in my PB. Now, we obviously don't know what the records are, and it might be very close. Possible. I think that run landed too early, so we're gonna adapt and overcome by landing even earlier. Great. This had more... Okay. The differences these strats are making are so, like... And it always comes at a cost. So I'm never actually sure if it's worth it to do it. That was somehow fast. I'm still 7th. I'm gonna lose it. Why are we still 7th? Oh, please. This is so good. Just grip. Yes. Huge. But, what? I'm going next. And now for map 5, which should be the random map. According to Nadeo's pre... Oh, hell nah. Yeah, I know which map I'm not hunting this week, guys. Are you serious, Nadeo? Why? I'm gonna overjump. Are you serious? Really? An AO8? Bruh. I get that there are people that like this. I absolutely hate AO8 maps. I feel like it's just the most boring concept. The thing, okay, with the secret modes, all right, we don't know what the records are because usually there's just gonna be one strat that establishes, everybody copies it, like super easy strat. Now, oh my god, it's also symmetrical. Yeah, it is symmetrical. Okay. Wet plastic is always slower than when you're full gripping plastic, so you definitely need to avoid water at all costs here. And I think this one you hit regardless, and then it's just like, yeah. So you hit water, you hit reactor, and then your car is out of control. Like here, it touches the water, and then I'm out of control, and anything can go wrong. I'm 1000. This might be my worst ever positioning in a discovery run that you guys are gonna witness here. I'm not going to lie, because I don't really see what I can do much better. Now, obviously the red reactor should be stronger, so we should try to go for that, I guess. Bonk. This is gonna be an anticlimactic ending to the video, guys. The streamer hates AO8. Sorry, I'm a YouTuber now. I forgot about that. Is this actually faster? I honestly don't know. There could be some flip, like there could be some landings where you just have to flip out of. That is going to be faster. But heck, do I know how to put this into a smooth line? No clue. I don't even know how I did that flip last run. I'm not gonna lie. I did that flip. I have no idea how. If I went to that, but then I'm still over jumping. And we kinda cannot go to the side here because of this water, because then, yep, all hell breaks loose. It's never gonna be the strat that's gonna be worth it here. So now that you have hit the water, it's just like on top of your normal driving, you also have to watch out for gears. I think it's the first time we've had a map like this in Weekly Shorts, so it's okay. Just don't do it again, Nadeo. Just don't do it again. That's the easy strat, by the way. If you want to get AT, just do that. Other than that, I am not sure how I can help anyone on this map. I do not know how to go faster. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Deja vu. The accident.
Alright, it's another day to play the game of GeoGuessr, and it's another day to wake up with the privilege to use your noggin. Round 1, game 1. Oh. This is actually kind of tough because I can't tell if this is Taiwan or Hong Kong. I think I lean more towards, like, it being Hong Kong, actually. Like, the road feels more Hong Kong than I think it does Taiwan. It has to be pretty north near the China border, though, I think, with, like, this, like, elevation and, like, ruralness. Oh, no. That's fine, though. This is the classic Bolivia/Peru. I think this one's actually more likely, or I guess it could be northern Chile. Those could be Chilean poles there, that's kind of why I said that. I think it actually is just Chile. Like, add a comment somewhere, maybe. Up here. Maybe, like, near the Bolivian border somewhere over here. It could be a good shot. Not quite, but that's fine. Oh, how beautiful. That... Oh, I have the hiccups. Oh my gosh. I used to think when I got the hiccups, I was, like, growing. You guys ever think that? Like, until I was, like, 18. I'm just kidding. But, like, actually pretty... This is one of these over here. I actually don't know which one, but... Yeah, one of these. Oh, interesting. It kind of looks like Castle Rock or something over there in Colorado. But now I'm kind of like sad that it might be like Idaho or something. Because why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? It really does look like Colorado, like the sparse trees. And then on this freaking map, it's always like a random Arizona that's out of nowhere. But Moorhead, okay. Huh? Is this like a Curacao, like... This has to be like a Curacao resort, right? Well, where else looks like that? Wait, no, is it... Wait, I could pick up points here. Would you ever go South Africa on this? What resort is this? It's either Curacao or like coastal South Africa. This van reminds me of like more Southern Africa vibes. The houses and vegetation kind of are both to me. I do not know what to guess though. But I could pick up points if I'm right. And then it's round 5. Please don't blunder. I'm going South Africa. Maybe like just near Cape. If it could be near George or something, but nice. Could be near George or something. I wish I guessed near George or something, but that was fine, I think. That's not easy South Africa, I don't think, is it? I don't think so. Alright, you know what? We'll take that. It's not placement because I fumbled my... Oh, dude, Montana. But I played consistent nonetheless. It's always just the U.S. It's kind of like this western region of the U.S. where it's like Colorado, Idaho, eastern-ish Oregon, Northern California, Montana that like I just kind of constantly blunder. Alright, let's do this. I just really need to lock in for Team Vancouver. It's like getting out, like the score difference is getting out of control. Okay, so here we have this short dash hour lines. You want to go west, I think, near Norway. Could be worse. Brazil, deceivingly north, maybe. No? Wait, why is this weird? Minas, maybe? Could be worse. I'll take that. A-type guardrail. Voss? Oh, is that a Hungarian low sign right there? Please be Hungarian low sign. Ooh, okay, I'll teach you guys something. You see this pixel of that sign right there? This is a... the green sign right there. That's like a Hungarian sign. So that's a good shout last second. Unfortunately, like that actually could pick up some points if no one else knows that. 'Cause that's not that good. Ooh, you could go pretty far south here. I think like southern trees, maybe Alabama, Georgia, something like that. Yeah, the U.S. maybe is just like the top one op like all time. This is actually out of control. The fact that I'm like. Why did it look so south to me? I guess Virginia, like, isn't that north, but like, I'm not even gonna cope. Listen to this. That's the birds chirping. That's the birds chirping. For Team Vancouver, for the birds, lock in. Could be Latvia or Lithuania, I think. Nope, we're chilling. You go Sweden here. Come on, one more round. I'm at 18.5. This is great so far. One more round. You can't choke it. If you choke it, you're like an absolute tier 1 loser. Like unironically. No friends, nothing. I choked it. Why did I do that preamble? Why would I possibly do that preamble? Like, what benefit do I get from that preamble? This looks so much like Bhutan. What? You're telling me this isn't Bhutan? You're telling me this isn't Bhutan? This tree right here isn't... You're telling me this isn't Bhutan? Alright, time for Indoor World. Are you guys ready? I am. I can hear the birds chirping one more time. Thank you. And today I actually do know. It's day 28 of trying to get 25k NPZ indoor only. Day 1, or attempt 1 of 3. Round 1, game 1. Let's go. Okay. I made the joke yesterday about how I had to go shopping. They're actually sending me shopping today. Like, what is it necessary for this store to have official Google Street View coverage? Like, dude, 2013 Google was like in a different playing field. It's kind of sad they stopped kind of updating Tracker like this. I mean, is it just Singapore? Tons of English. Yeah, guys. I mean, A for effort, you could say, right? A for effort, but, you know, we're not playing horseshoes here. Okay, attempt number 2 of the day. Let's not get a grocery store, okay? Please. Okay, for a second there. Wait, are we back in... We're gonna be back in Singapore, I think. I guess we just find a library in Singapore. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm cooked, but we can try. Let me just find a bookstore or like a mall. No, there's like 9,000 malls in Singapore. I'm not doing this. Singapore, I'm not. Yeah, guys. Tons of English. 9,000 malls. Someone do the math. Someone please do the math. Unironically, someone please just do the math on that. You know, like I knew it was like, oh, this is like the same signs. Why did my brain? Because it wasn't a grocery store. That's why it was a different, completely different environment. Like if it was even remotely close to like. Alright, well now I know it. It's just like a jack of all trades in this freaking department store over here, bro. We've been doing this for like 3 or 4 months now, and I've never had a single location in that building. And then I get them back to back. There's 11,350 locations on this map, so someone can maybe figure the math out. I believe someone out there is smart enough. This is the gift store in the science world, I think. Let me make sure. 1 quick second here. It should be. Yep. I'm just like Vancouver. You just can't try anymore. Okay. This map, so someone can maybe figure the math out. I believe someone out there is smart enough. This is the gift store in the science world, I think. Let me make sure. 1 quick second here. It should be. Yep. I'm just like Vancouver. You just can't try anymore. Okay. Center store. Philadelphia. Oh, bro, could you imagine I didn't read that? So what is this? National Convention Center? You know, if you think about it, like learning Vancouver actually helped me out so much. Also, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I got nostalgic last night and went back and watched a couple of the first kind of indoor series locations that we did. They're like games that we played. I was ass. The fact that we're going for 25k right now is actually low key under like rated. Like I'm not sure how we got here. That's why please touch museum. Philadelphia Convention Center. Sure, this is it, right? Let me make sure. National. Like there's a world where it's not. my camera randomly just turned off mid-recording, so if the framing looks different, that's why. This looks like it says National on it. National Convention Twin Center. And this like it says National something too. So I don't think it's a Pennsylvania Convention Center then, if it's just national. And then if I know anything about, like, you know, Nicolas Cage. Oh wait, National Constitution Center. Wait, this wouldn't be what that is. This wouldn't be that, would it? Okay, if this is actually not, if this is it, and it's not it, I have to go back to history class, because yesterday I got the presidents wrong. I can't lose on the U.S. history twice. This would be the is this the Constitution Center? I don't know what that looks like. But that could say National something. That does say National Constitution Center, actually. You're right. I thought that was National something, 2 words, but maybe the TION is what I thought was Twin Center. Oh, do I just try this? And there's a store. Maybe that store is like, not Starbucks, but... Oh, thank gosh. Okay, that was good reasoning last second there. I'm glad I read that sign again. Museums. An heroic struggle. An heroic? Is that right? I don't think that is that right? You wouldn't say an heroic, would you? Or maybe you would say an heroic. No, would you? Wait, that says Malta on it. That says Malta save. That says save. That looks like it says save Malta. Yeah. What was that one over here? Was it the National War Museum? Oh wait, no. Let's think. There's another one down here somewhere that also looked like the this one. I think it's definitely the National War Museum. I mean, this looks like. I mean, that says Malta on it, and this looks like, well, war. Do I click the center here though? I think I just click the center. Oh, let's go. 12 meters. Oh my gosh. Wait. Was that was 15K. One more and then one more. Today could be the day. Elmo Bridge. Today could be the day. Close my eyes. You guys know I don't. We're getting closer every single week, bro. We've gone to 20K opportunity like 3 times in the past 7 days. Opening my eyes. Is it doable? 3, 2, 1. Oh, use your noggin. Use your noggin. Use your noggin. I don't think I know this. I mean, it reminds me, everything here just looks like London to me. Or it reminds me of London. Yeah, like everything here reminds me of London. Unfortunately, I just like don't know. Alright, I think my only guess is yes, like the net. Is there like a... no, I don't know what to guess. We can make an educated guess. I mean, it's not the British Museum, is it? Am I missing something? I mean, there's nothing here that would give me any more context, candidly. The thing is like, I don't even know if it's London. Like, it looks like London to me, though. That's the only thing. So I can make an educated guess. I mean, I kind of just want to guess in the British Museum. I don't even know what's in the British Museum or what it looks like at all, so it's probably a silly guess, but it's like a logical guess, I feel like. I just genuinely don't know. National History Museum, maybe? Yeah, let's just do this. Wait, no, that's natural phenomenons. That's not this. We were so close. And if round 5 is easy. Sure. This could be the National Gallery. Actually, it's not that bad of a shout. Art from the 13th to 19th century. That's actually not that bad of a shout, I don't think. And we have like the red over here that's like indicating like, you know, that's like the branding for like London, right? Like, the big bus and London. 3, 2, 1. I can't do it. Oh, Edinburgh. Scotland. Give me a wall. Give me just a pitch black wall with no information at all. Please. This is confusing me because I don't know what I'm looking at because there's English here And there's also like a bike. So like I can't tell, like with English with a bike, maybe is it just because this is a department name? Typically I would just go like Mexico or Brazil on this, just like looking at it. But the English there is determined for a little bit. I don't know if it's just because of its I don't know if it's just because of it's like yeah, I don't know. I guess it could be India with English. I don't think it's the U.S. because there's a bike there and it doesn't look like a building would be in the U.S. I don't know. Could have figured it out maybe if I was. Ooh, that makes sense actually with the Cape Town. Okay. Ooh, that's findable. I would have had this. You know what? I would have spent hours on that. I would have spent hours on that if I had to. You know what? It was a fun day nonetheless.
Wembley Stadium, steeped in history.
Watch XQC. Here we go. In the training day, it really felt like Michael Owen against the 13-year-old a few times.
Well done, he's 13.
But sorry, for the first save of the game, to catch this, it's ridiculous. He 100% was our man of the match. He was unbelievable. Watch XQC. Here we go. It's brilliant. Sketch, go on. Sketch was good at coming out and collecting the ball as well. No jokes, please. Oh, Kai, don't do it to them. Good God. Oh, not the step over. That's probably the 15 seconds Joey Barton saw, let's face it. Oh, the hallowed turf has been graced on this day. Corner comes in from Simon. A blatant handball from Angry Ginge. Seen a few people saying that VAR was actually used more effectively than in the Premier League by Clanberg just looking up at the monitor here. Giving the penalty.
Joe Weller that takes it after he won it.
Joe Weller. The redemption arc is complete. Joe is one of those people who just does have aura. This was the best celebration, no doubt. That's absolutely aura. This was the best celebration, no doubt. That's absolutely mental, by the way. Apparently he was fine.
Headlines right now, really strong performance. Simon with a big switch all the way over to this right side here. It's going to be a long way. Sheffield.
Fantastic sketch. I haven't said that since Arthur TV posted on his Insta story. Right, Ginge with a fantastic through ball to Nico. Oh, Harry's got the bit between his teeth. He can't resist, can he? The smell of blood. Amazing his nostrils can smell after all these years. He has got a touch on the ball, but I think the actual point of the challenge has been to 2-foot Nico there, so I think that's probably what's lost him the penalty. Yeah, it was obviously between Speed and Mr. Beast for the penalty. Well, obviously Theo Baker was yapping away in the background, but it was between these two. We thought, you know, it's been a couple of years, surely one of them has learned how to swing their leg with a bit of power.
Okay. Let's have a
Sorry,
look.
what is Chunks doing there, by the way? You've played enough football. Power.
Okay. Let's have a
Sorry,
look.
what is Chunks doing? Learn how to swing their leg with a bit of power.
Okay. Let's have a
Sorry,
look.
what is Chunks doing there, by the way? You've played with a bit of power.
Okay. Let's have a
Sorry,
look.
what is Chunks doing there, by the way? You've played enough football matches.
Okay. Let's have a
Sorry,
look.
what is Chunks doing there, by the way? You've played enough football matches to know the rules of football. Go on, Jimmy. Let him know.
Oh, it's saved!
Anyway, then play continued, and a free kick was given on the edge of the box that surely within shooting range you'd have thought. Can I just point out once again that I did originally say better than most professional footballers, and then misquoted it as Premier League footballers, and it kind of just ran from there. I still back it. We're still talking about left backs, centre backs, CDMs that don't take free kicks. Just a certain way of kicking the ball, and I kick the ball weirdly, so it has a lot of topspin, as you might see in a few seconds. You can see Simon Minter next to me there. He's saying, remember, his exact words were, remember, Chris, you're better than most Premier League footballers at free kicks. And I went, respectfully, get fucked. That is not what I need right now. I knew as long as I put enough power on it, there was a very good chance that it was going in if I missed the wall and got it on target.
Get it on target, Chris. You got a chance here.
Let's do it.
Chris the Buck.
It looks so much better on the main angle there than it did in the game. Oh, what you doing? What are you doing? You unbearable wanker with crazy aura. Yeah, I purposely wore a base layer because I wanted to do this celebration, but like there's levels of looking like a wanker, and I didn't feel like I could get the rig out whilst doing the Messi celebration as well.
He does it on the big stage.
Yeah, I don't think we really need to see this replay. I think we can... Should we go back and see it on the other one again? Oh, let's have a look at that maybe in slow motion. Oh, top corner. Pick that one out, XQC. And another! It's so central. I will say XQC's positioning actually confused me quite a lot because I obviously would usually aim for top right, but I really didn't know where he was going to stand. Usually he would be on the left, so I was kind of trying to work out which way he was going to anticipate and just thought if I hit it high and hard, it doesn't really matter where it goes.
Well, did you know Sketch was a linebacker for his school's football team? I was actually a tight end until Mr. Johnson had his way with me.
Jesus Christ, Stephen. Oh, yeah, this is a great ball from Danny, actually, if I'm remembering correctly. Lovely ball over the top. Theo's always going to be in.
From Danny.
Oh, God. Actually, in my mind, I was like, of course this is going to be a goal.
You've got to score it, lad.
Oh, I've got a feeling I nutmegged Ethan here. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, then saw Vic in front of me and thought, yeah, let's have some of you. Look at him go. His little size 6 feet and twinkling. Oh, golly, that was a nice angle, wasn't it? I did have a hunch that XQC might not be the most commanding in the air after I chipped the ball at him and he let it through his hands for my free kick. So anything vaguely on Theo's head was going in.
Theo Baker.
There will be patches of his hair on the ball.
In Theo's head as well. He's thinking about Peter Drury, you know, just dropping some generational line on him as he slams this in at the back post, and instead he's got patches of his hair will be on the ball.
Rich Karen thinks she's above the law by Police Insider.
Through traffic, and then when you pulled in here, you hit the curb here in front of Publix because you're trying to avoid me. I don't know.
No, that's not true. There was a banana peel in the middle of the road and it spun out.
Trying to go home.
Okay, but it's 40 miles an hour, and I was doing 40, and you blew past me.
I have 50 employees.
At her house.
I own a
She has to go
business
see them.
Where is that at?
next door to Cooperstock Winery.
The winery. Conduct an investigation, and then we'll determine that here. If everything
Did she mention she owns a business yet?
is on our business. Right now, I just need you not communicating.
I'm sorry.
You're fine, you're fine. Sometimes it's a little
Very overwhelmed.
intimidating for people.
Was that a cry attempt? Because no part of her face moved. She just made like panting noises like a dog after it's run around a lot. Does she know how to cry?
You own
Blow.
the blow dry bar. Okay, cool.
I own my business. I manipulate 30 employees.
Cool choice of words.
Property in South Tampa for 30 years now.
South Tampa. Wait, was this in Tampa? My God. I may have seen her at some point.
I've been a South Tampa. I've owned property here for the past 12 years, but regardless how I've been treated today.
I've been here longer than that. Have we ever crossed paths, you think?
It's just my business, but that's, you know,
So it's something that doesn't have to do with.
I mean, this,
Imagine you see me in this fucking footage as I like come over here. Maybe I drove by this at some point.
right? I have 30 employees that manipulate me every day, and you have
A lot of manipulation going on at the bar.
thousands of people that manipulate you. I don't have kids. I can't have kids.
Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough.
She's
A lot of trauma dumping.
and she's not making it.
My car.
So I'm not asking.
Let's see if I recognize this area. That looks like some kind of Hilton. Yes. No fucking clue where that is. That could be fucking anywhere.
Yeah.
You're asking?
Oh, I'm telling.
The boss music has started playing.
Behind this one.
There's pretty much nowhere in Tampa I haven't been. I'm sure I've driven down this road at some point.
I own a business.
Okay.
I live right here.
What kind of business do you own?
I own a Below Dry Bar. I own two. It's a franchise. I own a franchise.
I've never even heard of Blow Dry Bar. Is it no, it's probably not new. Terrible name, by the way. Fucking Blow Dry Bar. Hold on. Let me check a little something real quick. This must be like South, like Kennedy-ish, like off West Kennedy or something maybe. I don't know why I care so much, but now this feels like a notable location. We got the fucking blow drop bar owner out here. We gotta put up a sign.
New into Tampa. I do nothing wrong.
Okay, how much have you had to drink tonight?
Nothing.
On behalf of Tampa, we thank you for your service, ma'am.
Okay, what were we drinking?
I had a mimosa at 7 a.m. this morning. I have 30 employees.
Yes.
I just had to release my manager because she was trying to sue me for racial issues.
She must have been out of her mind. Suing you? I don't believe that. For what? Enjoying a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
I had to step in.
Okay. Do you remember what you were?
Who asked, by the way?
I just told you.
Like, why are you saying this?
Mimosa at 7.
You're drinking and you say no, a mimosa.
You got this right there?
Was it no or a mimosa?
God, that attitude is so infuriating. I hate people that act like that.
So your last drink was at what time?
7 a.m.
And it was what?
A 7 a.m. mimosa 2 days ago. I'm sorry you didn't catch that.
Oh, wait!
2 days ago. 7
A monkey wrench. A new tidbit of lore.
So you haven't had anything to drink today?
That is correct. I had water. I had Diet Coke. Do you want? You question me on what I had to drink. Let's run it down.
Because I smell it on you.
I love that. Thank you. I had,
Oh.
I had 2 Diet
Oh.
Thank you. At 10 a.m.
Down.
Because I smell it on you.
I love that. Thank you. You question me on what I had to drink. Let's run it down.
Because I smell it on you.
I love that. Thank you. I had,
Oh.
I had 2 Diet
Oh.
Thank you. At 10 a.m.
2 Diet Cokes at 10 a.m.? What are you doing? Trying to speedrun diabetes? You're out of your mind. You can't own blow dry bar like that.
I had a Starbucks refresher at noon, a Starbucks, you know what? I had cold brew at noon, and then 2 p.m. I had
God, do you ever stop drinking liquids, you gluttonous harpy?
espresso shot.
6 espresso shots?
Espresso shot.
Officer, we need to get her to a cardiologist ASAP. What?
The reason why you were driving like that?
Or what? With espresso shots?
Holy Toledo!
Driving in the manner that you were
Sorry?
recklessly.
Recklessly. What was my issue?
That you were speeding. You were
You
following
never
too closely.
released the issue. I asked you why was I being pulled over. You wouldn't tell me.
No, that was not me.
What happened to her boyfriend? Can we bring your boyfriend over here? That guy was a cool cucumber. That guy was calm, collected. Like, he would be her best asset right now. Did he just go home? He's like, yeah, is she in that mood right now? Is she talking about her business? Hey, good luck. I'm out of here. Lord have mercy. I'm going home.
Can you tell me why I was being pulled over?
Okay, so you were speeding. You were following people too
Can you
closely.
show me why I was speeding?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see it? Can you show me?
You see what?
You pulled me over for speeding.
Yeah, can you
Can I see why you pulled me over?
yeah, use the time Infinity Stone. Let's go backwards so we can see it again.
How can I show you that you're speeding?
Are you serious? I know my rights.
Okay.
Can you show me?
You have to
Stand over here.
bring it up on the jumbotron, please. Bring in the dancing lobsters.
I think you seem to think that you're in charge here, and you're really not.
She isn't. She owns a business. She is literally in charge.
I have concerns about your sobriety.
I don't
So,
want to be
I'm-
in the middle of the road.
But no, we have police
You
cars with their lights on.
sacrifice my safety.
I'm sorry.
I chose to stay on the side of the road. That's my right. You can talk to me like a human.
So, I'd like to check your eyes as part of
That's
field
fine.
sobriety.
Check me, please.
So if you-
This is going very well. She knows what she's doing. They really did not like this woman. Even dunking on her in the aftermath. I can't imagine why. She seems like such a peach. She does seem to be a little off on that that wacky wizard wax here, though. She is not lucid.
Do you wear glasses or contacts?
How about you decide? Don't you have to
I
judge?
don't know if you
What?
Should know, no? Okay, sorry, sir.
Just analyzing your eyes here. Of course, I'm an optometrist. I can tell that you wear glasses based on the dents on your nose and, of course, your cataracts. You must wear glasses. That's what police officers are best known for. Being able to deduce whether someone wears glasses normally.
No, I click conditions.
medical conditions.
Are you gonna write them down or no?
No.
So So I'm not going to tell you them.
You taking a prescription medication?
Absolutely.
Which thing?
You're going to write them down?
No.
Then no, I'm not going to tell you.
Why do you want me to write them down?
Without your consent, I'm not going to consent to your...
Okay. Haven't been
You're
diagnosed?
not writing them down. I haven't...
Checkmate.
Have you ever been diagnosed with diabetes?
Yes,
Okay, do you take insulin?
absolutely.
When's the last time you took insulin?
2 weeks ago.
What?
Inbound.
What's that?
The inbound?
Inbound diabetes.
Yeah, type 2.
Okay.
So is that why I'm being pulled over?
I don't. Maybe I'm not familiar enough.
Diabetes.
No.
Weird.
When's,
Weird. Continue with your factual.
Thank you.
Go
Have
ahead.
you been diagnosed with epilepsy?
Yeah.
Okay. When's the last time you had a seizure?
Right now. Oh, imagine she just drops to the ground. Oh my god, that would have been so good. That would have been fucking cinema. She had such a big opportunity right there. You blew it. You absolutely blew it. What is inbound diabetes? Is that a real thing, or is she just spouting gobbledygook? No, it's just made up. Okay. That sounds about right. Can we search it up? Yeah, you know what, fine. I'll look up inbound diabetes. I see pre-diabetes on the rise, but it can be reversed. Not what we were looking for, but that's good news. Hey, a little surprise good news. Diabetes inbound. Oh yeah, maybe she was calling it in like a kill streak. I didn't even stop to consider that. You're so right.
30 employees. 2 of them are diagnosed with epilepsy.
And she... Oh, okay.
I am not.
You
I'm
just
not.
said you were.
I am not.
Well, she's epileptic through osmosis by being in proximity to those with
That is
epilepsy.
Alright. Your disabilities, I don't know why you're being so difficult.
Oh, she's about to jump scare.
Alright. Do you see the tip of my... I have concerns about your sobriety, so I'm asking if I can check your
I'm not
eyes.
denying it.
Okay, so here's what I'll tell you.
Her.
Is that... Well, hang on, we're... The exercise...
Now that the drink had finally kicked in, she was about to show her true self.
Exercise or vomit?
Oh no, the mask is coming off.
Of course you can.
You're telling me she's not a sweet lady?
Smell my suspicion. Do you see the tip of my pen?
Absolutely.
What color is it?
Red.
So, what I want you to
One
do
for
is
one.
move it back and forth several times. I want you to follow it with your eyes without moving your head, okay? Okay.
You've got this.
So pathetic. Left. Center.
Oh man, she's been in the Kovacs AIM lab.
Left. Come on, man.
She's even doing call-outs? Ma'am, please be on your way. We're sorry.
trying to do the right thing here. I
follow
fired 2 people just because of based off of performance.
Well, whose fault?
I'm on your team, bro.
Okay, so the next...
I'm on your team. Like, literally. I support you guys, true. Like, I am on your team. I'm sorry.
Alright, fist bump.
next exercise we do, it's a
We'll
walk.
seal it with a fist bump.
Coming through.
So,
Like,
we're gonna use this one right here. That's on your left, my right. Okay.
Oh, she's going for the crane kick. Watch out, Jesus.
I'm gonna put
Busting
you
out the
in
kung fu.
position, okay?
Good lord.
The whole exercise on it.
sure my guy's on.
There's like
Sorry.
5 cameras on you right now.
I know.
Okay.
I love this for me. Hey, this is gonna be so much money. Hey, baby, got this?
Oh god, her boyfriend's still there. He's probably really
Make this
embarrassed.
money for me, but hey, they gonna do it for me.
Okay, so
Let's do
I
it.
want you to put your left foot on this line.
This one. All right, I'm.
She's gonna make so much. Blow dry bar's about to have a new renaissance with how much she's gonna get paid from this.
I want you to put your left foot
Yes,
on this
sir.
line.
Like that? Point it or
No,
what?
see, I'm-
Flat or point it?
I'm
Because
trying-
I will do both.
I'm demonstrating it for you.
Oh my god, this is my money maker.
This is the one.
Thank you so much for making
This is the big time.
Okay. And then your right foot in front of your left foot touching heel to toe. Hands by your side touching your thighs. Not like that.
Very good.
How I'm doing it.
Excellent.
I'm sorry.
Just like that.
Okay.
Alright, I don't want you
apologize.
to so I don't want you to move
Yes,
or
sir.
begin until
Yes,
I
sir.
tell you to start.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
My God, the things her boyfriend must go through every day.
I mean, hey, narrator's not wrong.
To do a yellow line like you.
That
you
fucking
didn't
guy,
do
he must be
a
really
white
just so
line.
embarrassed.
Okay.
So you did it. I have my state attorney. My best friend is Andrew Warren.
I don't care.
Andrew, what? The Andrew Warren?
Turning, first of all.
First of all, you can't walk a straight
Whoa.
line, so neither can I.
Okay. So
Who?
Hi, sir.
God, this has to be so annoying. Like, this is a condensed version of this stop. Oh, this has got to be such a fucking headache. Can he, like, is there no, no other protocol where it's so blatantly obvious she is plastered? Like, what about just like a breathalyzer? Do they have to do the FST when someone is this just belligerent?
Manhole.
No,
On the manhole.
That's the beginning of the yellow line.
Sure.
All right,
Can we do
so
one of
I want you to go back.
Yeah, do some of those.
So I
Do
don't
some
know-
of
This
this.
is not a joke,
Sir,
okay?
my life, you're kind of you're mimicking my life.
So-
I make $700,000 a year. You're mimicking
Congratulations.
my life. Don't touch me.
Call you again.
Hands,
So
relax,
back up,
relax, relax.
okay?
Wow,
Don't touch me.
that got really aggressive.
Are you gonna participate in this exercise?
1,000%.
Okay, then put your left
To
on
get
this
this
line.
away from me.
Then put. Why are
It
you
was daytime when they started.
I don't know what they
Yeah.
Get her away from me.
That's so.
She's doing lunges just like you asked her.
Thank you.
What's wrong?
Hands by your side, touching your thighs.
Can she get away?
You're interrupting the feng shui here, please. You need to move. You're ruining her chakra alignment. Oh, come on. I wanted to see it in real time. We've come so far. Crushed it. That's flawless. You catching this, babe?
The money machine was about to take a thrashing from the officer.
Can I just go home? I mean, I'm
That was big bucks right there for sure. Will this affect the Pokemon card market? It already did. And the time she was doing the field sobriety test, over 15 scalpers weren't able to make it to the Pokemon vending machine.
Call him. Call Hector.
Like Cherry, you're not complying.
Oh, just because I'm white. Okay. There's no race. Now you care.
Top it all off,
Ah.
he did something inside the police car that the officer least expected.
No, she done pooped her pants.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
What? Wait, is it?
I can't breathe.
They trapped her in a goddamn vacuum. The car's vacuum sealed. Help! Man, she was so calm and collected moments ago.
I can't breathe. I have suffocation issues. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
No, I'm not a doctor, ma'am. Everybody has suffocation issues. If someone's being suffocated, they got a big fucking issue. That's not a unique condition.
You're so oh my god.
She's got you now. Hey! Oh, that's gross. Hey! Pervert. Oh, hey, why is she alting now?
Because you have a small
Hey! Come on.
so sweet. How does it feel to never be important in your life? Loser. You fat. You
At least they put the air back in the car.
I swear to God, give me air. Give me
Stop hogging all the air.
YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen. Click to watch now.
Cool finale. Well, what about the blow dry bar? Stocks through the roof, or what's up with that? I'm sure it's doing just fine under her crackshot leader. Sometimes I like to cover topics that I'm confident 90% of the planet has never even heard of, and I know 100% of the planet does not care about. So buckle in. Buckle your seatbelt. This is going to be a bit of a wild ride for us, because I find this to be such an interesting topic. It's about a movie that was not only so catastrophic and a box office disaster, but it was so bad that a beloved director who's directed some hits like Die Hard, Predator, Hunt for Red October, Last Action Hero, and then from the deepest, stinkiest part of his bowels, he pooped out something so blasphemous and unholy that it completely ruined his career, and he has not had a movie since. Kind of. He had like one other movie after this came out, but it was already finished at the time from what I understand. But not only was it so bad that he has basically been excommunicated from Hollywood, there was so much like espionage and conspiracy shit behind the scenes on the production of this that he also spent a whole year in jail. This is the story of Rollerball 2002. Show of hands. How many of you have heard of or, God forbid, seen Rollerball 2002? Put your hand down. I know you're lying. Don't you ever try to fib to me again. Liars go to hell. 2002 Rollerball is a film I watched growing up that I thought was just the bee's knees. I thought this shit slapped. It's the remake of a 1975 film, which is based on a book. And I thought it was amazing when I was a kid. And when I was talking about it on stream, I was shocked to learn that most people didn't share that sentiment. It has a 3% on Rotten Tomatoes, with many considering it the worst remake ever made. And for its time in the early 2000s was one of the most catastrophic flops. This was a bigger flop than My Meat Onto Your Mother's Chin. This is a film that does have a bit of a sour legacy. And last night I decided to rewatch it for the first time in 2 decades. Holy shit, this movie is incredibly bad. So before getting into how this landed the director in jail, let's go ahead and give you a review of the film. Now, what I wanted to do is like play you clips from Rollerball and talk about it and joke about it, kind of like how Danny Gonzalez does it. But the last time I tried this formula, I ended up getting a strike on my channel from the Max Steel movie. So I don't know how Danny Gonzalez gets away with it. Maybe he's made a deal with the devil. I haven't a clue, but I'm not going to risk it again. So instead, I'm just going to talk to you about Rollerball 2002. Now, first and foremost, I don't think it's a fun, bad movie. It's kind of a slog. I think the intro, like the first 20-ish minutes, is charming. Like, actually charming. Because it's this perfect encapsulation of the late 90s, early 2000s extreme era attitude. You know, fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin beating Vince McMahon in the hospital with a bedpan. You know, The Undertaker throwing Mankind McFoley off the top of Hell in a Cell. It takes that and it folds it into this universe where there's an extreme new sport called rollerball. And I promise you, rollerball is the worst sport any human being is capable of cooking up. It's like an affront to imagination entirely. It is insulting. This is a sport made by someone that has never watched a sport in their life. So, to sum it up, it's like this tiny mini golf-sized arena where you have 2 people on motorcycles, 1 for each team, and then everyone else on rollerblades, and like a steel ball gets shot through, and you have to pick up the ball, and you have to do like 2 figure eights, and then you have to jump up onto the rabbit hole, they call it, which is basically just a high diving board. So you jump up onto the rabbit hole, and then you drop down, and then once you do that and complete that lap, then you are eligible to score the rollerball, which you score by taking it, and there's a giant metal saucer, like a giant metal colander, and you take it and you throw it at it. And keep in mind, the size of the arena is like the size of my room. And the extreme nature is there's motorcycles. I shit you not. That's the only thing that makes it extreme. And of course you can like bump and hit people. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of roller derby before. It kind of borrows a lot of that DNA, but then makes it 20 times as lame. So you have these men and women on rollerblades and on these motorcycles, and the whole thing is you do this and you do that to try and prevent them from doing 2 laps and then doing this. By far, the worst part of this movie is having to watch them play that sport. It's about as extreme as me plugging my grandfather's nose when he was sleeping and then run away when he wakes up angry. It sucks, and it takes up such a large percentage of this film. It deserves the 3% for that alone. And it tries so hard to be cool and edgy, so it's got like the rock music. They have like a band on, like, it built into the sport too. And they'll play like the Rob Zombie. There's a Slipknot performance in there. Pink's in here too. And it's just so lame. And they also try and just like put titties in here. So there's just scenes of boobies out, like a bunch of breasts sometimes for no reason. But they even try and get quirky with the perkies. So they'll have like these breasts in like these almost futuristic sci-fi outfits. But if it's sci-fi written by like the weirdo Gooner. So like one of the scenes, all the women have like this like military uniform on, but the nipple and areolas are cut out of it. So you just see like their nipples and areolas in the uniform for some reason. It's odd. The whole movie, it really feels like it's made by the most uncool person ever trying to figure out what it means to be cool. And they just keep fishing around in the dark, not finding it. I was just surprised I didn't see more trench coats. I saw tons of sunglasses, just not nearly as many trench coats as I was expecting. But anyway, most of the film you're watching rollerball matches, which super fucking suck. You might as well just be watching like an ant farm. It's terrible, and it's filmed horribly. It's like 55 cuts just watching Jonathan Cross do this on his roller skates. It's, oh man, it is miserable. So the plot is about rollerball is the biggest sport in the world right now. It's making millions of dollars, and the whole thing is the elites of rollerball want to keep people hooked on gambling with it. That's how they're making all of their money, is through everyone gambling on rollerball. So they have to keep people's interest hooked, and the way they do that is by basically starting to purposefully rig the game to have people getting injured, to increase the stakes. Like the more blood, the better kind of thing. And Jonathan Cross and his team, they catch wind of this, and they don't like being killed. They don't like being treated like, you know, not athletes, but instead just fodder for the ratings. Which conceptually is a decent idea, and I imagine in the book that concept is explored pretty well. It is not here at all. Also, the main bad guy looks like Nosferatu. Now, I bet you're wondering, what does this movie do when it's not just showing you rollerball matches? And the answer is nothing. So, Jonathan Cross is having a fling with the motorcyclist on his team. What is her name? I think it's Black Widow? Maybe? I don't remember. But they're like in love with each other, but they're keeping it under wraps because Jonathan Cross is the face of rollerball. He is the Tom Brady of rollerball, and Nosferatu is basically rigging it so all of his team keeps getting hurt to kind of force him to be like the angriest man in the sport, so people keep getting hooked like the superstar. He's getting mad, and now he's getting even more violent type thing. Now, when they're not showing you the rollerball stuff, it's Jonathan, Black Widow, and then LL Cool J's character. They're upset about, you know, like all of their teammates getting injured because, like, in one of the
The Football Manager match engine mod scene has officially exploded. What started as a trickle over the last couple of years has turned into a full-on flood with the Chinese mod and the Korean mod from those respective Football Manager communities. But now it's reached a whole new level with something called FM Tweak. If it does what they say it does. It even has a very professional looking website specifically and only for Match Engine mods. And yes, I'm saying Match Engine mods plural because they've made 4 different ones. Their base Match Engine Tweak, then the arcade version, the lockdown version, and the Tweak Sanity engine. But we're gonna play the same match 4 times, each time with a different style match engine from FM Tweak. But they also have a Match Engine Manager app. Wouldn't recommend downloading that yet. We're going to talk about why later. And honestly, you don't need it because this is very easy to install if you want to try it. All you have to do is go to your program files, you click on that, you find Steam, you find Steam apps, you find Common, you find Football Manager, and you go to data. And in there is a file called simmatch.fmf. If you are on Apple, you are probably used to hearing this. It's going to be a little different, but you just need to find that data folder. This is the file you're replacing. With any of these ones that you download, this is the file you're going to replace. Now, because I'm always really scared of messing things up, I copy and paste this file into a different folder before I replace it, just to make sure that I have the original to pop back in. That's it. That's all you need to do. Then you just load up the game, which I've done. We are back in the save file from my Journeyman save, the first save I played on Football Manager 24 15 years ago when it came out. And we're up to our next match, which is a home match against Nice. And with it, we will be trying the FM Tweak Match Engine mod. And if you're wondering why I'm making another video about Match Engine mods just a few weeks after making a video about the first ever Match Engine mod I ever played, it's because this one claims to have gone much farther with it. Even after I made the video around the Chinese Match Engine mod, I was immediately told about the Korean Match Engine mod that I hadn't heard about yet, and the fact that the Korean Match Engine mod was better defensively, while the Chinese Match Engine mod was better offensively. Basically, right after the video came out, or right as the video was coming out, they made an Asian fusion mod that combined the two, and the people behind FM Tweak dove into the changes made by the Chinese mod and the Korean mod and expanded upon them massively. Our work is based on understanding what the Chinese and Korean mod file did, and since we found out they only changed a couple of parameters, we decided to explore the whole list of parameters inside the file. This also means that our file has more depth and more testing, helped by dozens and dozens of testers that share their free time to help us build the best file we can. And this is not like a competitive space where they're trying to diss anybody. The person that designed the Asian Fusion Match Engine mod said that the difference here is that a lot more tweaks to the physics and a lot more hours of testing have been put into FM Tweak, while the previous mods were just kind of put together more experimentally. I'll do the same thing, like what I know I'm supposed to be doing. All right, we are underway. I gotta see this one from another angle, because I don't... What happened here? Obviously very hard to tell. I think it's trying to like deflex off the defender, but for this being like a much larger number of changes, I'm not necessarily feeling the huge difference yet. You can definitely feel the tweak to the ball speed. 100% you can feel the tweak to the ball speed. The ball moves faster. And that might be because in base, play, I usually play with it slightly faster. Does this look better on normal, perhaps? Can you believe that's the normal speed? It's hard with this sort of thing because you don't get the opportunity in like an initial review to test it probably the length of time you need to. And I know I said this the first time I tried a Match Engine mod. That's why I was always so afraid to try it. In like an initial review to test it probably the length of time you need to. And I know I said this the first time I tried a Match Engine mod. That's why I was always so afraid to try it. I mean, so far I've seen 2 goals, and I don't really feel like either of those goals wouldn't have happened in Football Manager that I'm familiar with. I'm feeling a lot of turnovers, like a lot of losing the ball in tight spaces. That was a neater looking play. Okay, that I feel like I've never really seen on Football Manager before. Deflects into the middle, kind of a miscontact with the shot. Guy's lucky we're up a couple of goals or else I'd be losing my mind. You know, I actually am a big fan of this match engine because my team is winning by a lot. There's actually some very interesting defensive positioning going on right there. That's part of this mod that's not part of the first mod that we were looking at, is kind of an overhaul to the way defenders are playing this, and I feel like I've never seen center backs take that sort of position before. And what's very notable about this is that Rodriguez is actually a pretty bad positional defender, and that could be a contributing factor to him taking up that position and giving away this chance. See, I'm not noticing as much of the big things when it comes to the match engine that it stood out to me the first time I reviewed a match engine from the Chinese community, right? But this pass is just not a pass that you see players make in the base Football Manager match engine. I just feel like I've never seen that sort of pass before from that situation. And when they're tweaking things in the match engine, it's not just purely the aesthetics, the way players move and when they move and what kind of decisions they're making, right? It is that tactical adjustment. Anyways, it's how it changes the way players move and when they move and what kind of decisions they're making, right? It is that tactical adjustment. Anyways, it's how it changes the way tactics play, and that's clearly a boost to being able to play out from the back to be able to hit that kind of cross-field ball. Never mind, I don't like the match engine anymore. Definitely feeling a bit more variety in terms of the cross deliveries. There's chip crosses to the back post. Happen a lot in real life, and I've now seen a couple of them in this match engine, and I feel like I'm not normally seeing. That was nice. That was nice. That was smooth. The touch, the shot, that was nice. The ball really moves. It's like hard to see the ball almost. It's moving so fast. That is one of the biggest issues, though, with the base speed of the game, is how slow the ball moves relative to the speed that it moves in real life. At least I feel like watching it. I'm starting to see it a little more, like that kind of cutback. That was nice. It felt very on FM. So we complete our first match in their basic FM match engine tweak. It is definitely not as big of an adjustment as the Chinese match engine mod. The Chinese match engine mod clearly made a couple of large changes, where this seems to be a broader, more subtle adjustment to what's happening. Where I plugged the Chinese match engine mod in and immediately kind of felt like it was a new match engine. This might just, I mean, it's like they've attempted to augment it in certain ways, but it does still feel like Football Manager. There seems to be a greater variety of passes. The biggest difference that I noticed were basically the kinds of passes players were making and the position that defenders were taking. Not in a bad way, like in a way where there was more variety. Your defenders can mess up in new and fun ways instead of the same old ways. That's what I'm talking about. But one of the key tenets of this match engine is something that we did not test in this match, which is that tactical diversity is rewarded. And that is something that has been echoed by the people that have tried it and responded to posts on like Reddit, that lower block tactics are more effective in this match engine. So subtle, but broad. The other three, likely not as subtle. Next up, the FM Arcade tweak. Designed for players who want a faster, more exciting, and unpredictable FM experience. If realism isn't your top priority and you're looking for high energy end-to-end matches, this mod is for you. Well, alrighty then. We are in the Arcade Match Engine Edition. Here we go. I mean, it definitely feels faster. Like, it feels like the speed has been turned up. Just on player movements, ball movements. I said it was going to be more end-to-end and video gamey, and that definitely felt more end-to-end and video gamey. Right? It's not anchored in physics as much. It's a weird angle that shot's coming out on, and it ends up in the back of the net. See, even down to the way that ball moved. Maybe it's just turning the ball speed up, or maybe like some sort of thing in the sim match folder that affects the speed of the spin or whatever. It just feels less realistic, and it's a correct description. It feels more video gaming. And in some ways, I could definitely see how that would be more fun. It's the second time we've had one of those wild post deflections. I feel like it's because the shots are such lasers in arcade mode. Not the speed of the shot, which they obviously tweaked in their original match engine adjustment, but just kind of the direction and the way they come off the foot. It's like an absolute laser beam. See, like that pass. There's no way that pass is happening in normal Football Manager. That's just a psychotic, kind of physically impossible pass that the arcade version's like, you know, it's like FIFA, but 15 years ago. You know, that's the kind of plays you're looking to make. So this match engine's way worse, obviously, because this game's a lot closer than the last one. And it's definitely like made one-touch passing easier in order for the ball to, you know, fly around more. That was a really good tackle. I've never seen a tackle like that in the match engine before. That was a really good tackle. I've never seen a tackle like that in the match engine before. I'm actually kind of addicted to this. The angle I'm sure helped, but this is a beautiful tackling. That is really nice. There must be something in it, like an adjustment in the decision-making time for the players or something. Oh, that was sick. Run that back. Oh, I've never seen that. That was a really cool, pretty goal. I really liked that one. The way he came flying through the air to finish that off, too, just felt very un-Football Manager, which is basically a phrase I'm using as shorthand for I've never really seen that before. Now, I kind of expected this mod to feel more arcadey than it did, in a way where it would not be usable for an entire save, where I could see people actually using this FM mod for their entire save. If you want that more, it's almost like a throwback. Like, you've got your gritty realism that Football Manager's been headed towards, and obviously the top FM Tweak mod is that way. It's trying to get even closer to that gritty realism, where this is just Football Manager. Out there having fun, pinging the ball around. Maybe you think the match engine's boring. This is definitely going to spice it up a little bit without it feeling inauthentic. But that brings us to our third, which is the FM Tweak Lockdown. If you enjoy the art of defending, the grind of narrow victories, and the satisfaction of a well-earned clean sheet, FM Tweak Lockdown is the perfect mod for you. This mod slows the game down, making every match a test of resilience, tactical organization, and sheer determination, rewarding those who value structure over spectacle. They mentioned somewhere else that this is a mod they specifically designed for people playing in lower leagues that wanted to capture more of what lower league football is like. But I'm really interested to see how this works with my like 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress that I'm running right now. I know, thanks. I came up with it myself. So we're going into the lower league, knock them down, drag them into the mud, and beat them up match engine in the Champions League. Instantly, the contrast of how much slower they move, much more normal FM speed is evident. You can already feel the griminess with a block, group battles for headers. This feels like a violent affair. The touches are so much looser than they are in the arcade version. So much looser. The ball feels, for lack of a better term, loopy, which would definitely capture like a lower league vibe because the ball's just not moving as fast. Penalty? Oh, yeah. We've already had a foul, an injury, a yellow card, and now a penalty. I think it has something to do with the way they adjusted the touches, but players' control of the ball is just not nearly as good. I mean, it's particularly obvious because of the contrast with the arcade style, where the control of the ball is just kind of a given. Well, that was neat. The ball just kind of popping around. You just don't get that on FM usually. I loved that entire sequence. And then there's a terrible time. Like, this is scrappy. Keep in mind, it'd get a lot scrappier than this, because in this save, I'm obviously using some of the best players in the world. So a great example is that crossfield ball that just went to Endrick, right? If this was any of the other match engines, if it was the arcade match engine, he would have chested it towards the goal and run straight to the end line. But in this one, he struggles to control it a little bit and then kind of brings it back. Although clearly the VAR is broken on this one. Bring me another match engine. I'm really liking this. You can definitely feel that it's a match engine that would value kind of a different set of attributes. Maybe in attributes that you might believe more accurately reflect what football, what matters in football. Where obviously there's always going to be some meta attributes. Anybody that goes in and makes these match engine mods is not fundamentally changing the game. They're just tweaking the values in the sim match file to produce kind of a different result, right? But the same skeleton is still there, and there are still going to be attributes that are more important than other attributes depending on what you're valuing in those different sections of the game. Maybe part of it that's nice for me is what the hell was that? Anyways, part of it that is nice for me is that I know those meta attributes if I'm playing the normal Football Manager, but if I'm playing in a match engine like this, I don't. Can provide you with a new challenge. I mean, like, obviously pace still isn't going to suck, but dribbling definitely seems to be less valuable, right? First touch. Say maybe things like balance, strength, positioning. That's what you're going to be looking for here. And it is definitely lower scoring. I mean, the first match engine, we had a 6-0 win. There were 4 goals in the last match and a 3-1 on the arcade style. That was a very scrappy looking goal. I think mistakes are more important. It's like mistakes over quality. Like, my keeper did not do a great job of getting in the way of that. There's your mistake. But I think that in itself is great evidence that if you have the first tweak that kind of amplifies the intensity and the realism of the engine, but then you get to something like this tweak, and my tactic plays completely differently. Were we a little unlucky that we didn't win the match anyways based off the stats? Yes, of course. But this is not the 6-0 blowout we were looking at earlier. The same tactic is playing differently. Now, I know in Football Manager, if you have a save point right before a match and play the match 5 times, you can get a bunch of different results. But I have noticed pretty significantly going through the first 3 the difference in the feeling of each one. So that takes us to the final one, the Tweak Sanity engine, where everything's just turned up to 11. And we're actually getting a couple of error messages, but once we click fast enough, they go away. So we're just going to try it anyways. The description for this is this mod pushes every parameter to the extreme, creating a Football Manager experience that is completely unhinged. Really good for testing that you've definitely installed a custom match engine. Okay, I'm just waiting for when the insanity is going to kick in. All right, here we have kickoff. Onward and upward. Oh my goodness. Okay, so my left back has just spawned in. Okay. And now everybody's reacting like the ball has gone into the stands over here, and it's not coming out. We have lost the ball. There is no ball. So we're just kind of standing here with the clock go. All right. The good news is at halftime, our heroes can stop standing around waiting for the ball to reappear because they will get the ball back in the second half. Here we go. This is the normal speed that we've been playing on, by the way. Everything turned all the way up. Look at the speed that the players are closing. Look at the speed of the ball. Look at how much they like float over the field. We lost the ball. Are we going to get it back? Yes. We've made it a whole minute. Oh, nice moves. Oh, that might be it. We might have just... Oh, nope. The ball stays. The ball fiasco from the first half seems to be behind us. Maybe we'll get a normal second half. just vanished. Oh, nice. Some very normal headers happening. Very normal. Oh! Greatest run I've ever seen. The problem is every time you shoot the ball, it goes so fast, it just vanishes. It is amazing how high you can turn up the shooting speed. At least we're finally getting shots. We have 3 shots in an hour. Turns out when you turn everything up on Football Manager, you get the worst match. I think the ball just entered the Matrix. This is what it's all about right here. Being able to dominate in any conditions, any weather, any match engine. You got to be able to go out there and take it. And that's what we've done here today. Just rebounded so hard, I think it launched the goalkeeper. What just happened? I think the goalkeeper just got launched with the net. Real. Finally, some realistic gameplay. Yeah, well, he just sprints back into position. Got to be ready for everything. It's all about recovery time as a goalkeeper. All about recovery time. How much stoppage time is there? Why is there so much stoppage time? Oh, no. Am I in the never-ending game? What's happening? The ball's out of play. The game can't end because they've lost the ball in the stands. It was probably when the goalkeeper got launched into orbit. He forgot to bring the ball back. We'll just count that as a win for me. What's the actual takeaway from this? That there are now a lot of options out there and people are working on more.
Actually, what's happened earlier on tonight in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. It's currently 4.
I'd be admiring it as it was flying past me. It's an incredible finish. Look, and I think we always question Barcelona. Can they do it again? Are they as good as everyone thinks they are? And look, they turn up this competition and they just turn it on, and they're incredible. And there's some names that have scored tonight that we haven't heard of. I think that's one of their kind of new players that they've brought in. Like, they produce very good players all of the time, and when it comes to the Champions League nights, that's when they produce their best players.
You just won.
Yay! Oh, yes, my dear, yes. Hey!
Every day I ride past this bridge jump. Today's the day we do it.
There she is. Jump off that to the smallest island in Sydney. Have to check first if the sand is too firm or good enough.
Hey! Work good.
Far out, man.
Work good.
Far out, man. It's sick, hey?
That's so big.
It's big, but it's kind of perfect. I just need to like cross here and check if the sand is sand or the sand is mud.
Yeah.
Because if it's mud, it'll make it a harder day. Right, so the first thing I have to do is go across this muddy, murky bleh, and wade out and check if the sand is soft. So, on to that.
Watch the slip, Dom.
Yeah. Whoa, it's already sliding. Human slippery.
Oh, mate. You're on skates, bro.
This thing is... Maybe I should be... We're off. Oh. I gotta be careful because there's oysters under here as well. I kind of gotta take the rocks, but then they're slippery. Oh. Ew, my foot's just sliding in. Blah. Okay. Oh, mate, I feel like this is an oyster minefield. I might actually need to just put shoes on. Yeah, no, there's oysters everywhere, hey. I'm gonna come back and put my shoes on and sacrifice a pair of shoes to the shoe gods. I don't want to cut my feet open. If you know anything about Australian oysters, that's a quick trip to the hospital, that is. So.
Well, you're already a little bit dirty. You're going to ruin socks and shoes.
Nah, just shoes. And take the inner soles out and just sorry, shoes.
Can't ruin the FPs. Can't ruin the FPs. All right, the sacrificial pair. There go the FPs.
No, don't do it! Don't kill me!
God, that hot
Oh,
food.
mate. That looks...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're leaving craters, Dom.
Slowly inch my way through. It's okay, a bit better here. All this for a bloody front flip. You know I'm committed to the front flip if I'm going on this much of a mission just to find out if the landing is even okay. Oh, it's kind of beautiful though. Okay, so it's no more than knee height the whole way back, so you can really avoid getting your clothes wet, just not your bloody shoes. Drive on! Woo! Oh my god. It's like perfect sand. It's just soft enough that you get some push out, but it's not completely granular. It's like, ooh, this is sick. I'm gonna pile up a little bit here, and then, oh, you kind of gotta come off the corner more than I thought to get into this section. Yeah, you can jump off either pillar when the tide's low like this. I'd say it's about 5.5, 6 meters, which is the biggest one I've done in a while, but I reckon it's on. I'm so gassed, you know.
So Dom has just said that apparently this is about 10 meters. So this is like the world record one that he done.
Whoa!
This is messed up.
It's stupid, right? I can't even hear you. That's how far away it is. Yo, up there! That's 10 meters! What? That's 10 meters! But yeah, I think here, that makes that a comfortable, like, 6. Easy.
No one should ever jump from this high, let alone front flip it. So not even to an airbag, not to water, to just a sand. Not even a big pile, just a volleyball court. Dom, you're nuts. You're nuts.
Whoa.
Whoa. Watch it, mate.
Muddy boy.
He's back.
Alright, mission success.
G'day, Danny. Yo.
I'm excited.
I'm definitely not doing it, but I'll watch.
You'll watch. Headed up to the bridge.
I wanna jump from there. I want the world to know. Oh shit. And yeah, I feel pretty confident about it. It is difficult, but it's what I do. Oh, and suddenly it's scary again. Hello.
Oh, son. That's the test.
So you can step in the side?
Yeah.
And then... It's awkward as.
Yeah.
Okay, you can climb like this. There. Oh, it's fucking terrifying. Still scary. Ah. Yeah, I'm definitely just gonna jump first. Oh, Jesus Christ. Whoosh. Whoosh. I think I'm just gonna do the front. I feel too scared to Yeah, I think so. Feels scary to jump, but feels nice to front. All right, here we go, here we go.
Come on. Yes, Dom.
3, 2, 1.
Mate. Mate.
Ow! I over-rotated it so much. It was just so much higher than I thought. But still a successful landing.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. That's silly. Yeah, I just ended up like over-rotating and just bodying it. The sand was so soft though. I was right about the sand, just wrong about my axis of rotation. All right, I'll come back, evaluate, and maybe see if I want to do it again. But it was worse than I thought for sure.
Far out. I mean, like, I don't know how much you can tell. I feel like all of you know by now that if something looks big on camera, it's even bigger in person. So, I feel like that's no exception. I don't know. You tell me.
Feels like the walk of shame holding my shoes. Like I've been out on a big night and didn't stay at my own place. Oh, we're getting deeper actually. I think the tide's coming up. Not too fast.
All right, so we're headed back down to where all our stuff is. Dom's walking back across the water, and we're gonna check how he is. He said he's all right. I assume he's fine. It looks like really soft sand, but we'll see how that all goes. And then I might even go up and have a look at the drop.
But at least you know when you go again, you get it right, it's soft. Yeah. That was worst case scenario. Exactly. It's your mind. Come on. But yeah, like, it's so fucking high.
It is. There was a little bit of roll. It was just, I didn't feel like a roll at all. The noise went front flip to my face. Right, so the plan now is Che and I are going to go have a look at it. Che's going to see if he's feeling it. If not, I'll probably do the front one more time just to do it better. It was scarier than I thought when I got out there. So just be aware, like, prepare yourself to be a bit frightened.
Yep.
But then also now you've seen like worst case scenario, it's good. So just kind of feel it out for yourself. No pressure whatsoever. Yeah. And then if you feel it, it's on, cool.
Yeah, no, I feel, look, I'm going at it with the, like, thought that if it's not on, that's totally okay. Yeah. No pressure at all. Legit, just want to have a look. If it's possible, I'd absolutely love to do it. So,
good game plan.
Let's see.
Let's see. Safe, nice and slow. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, sick boy.
Nice, man. Woo! We're down.
Oh, we're back.
Let's go.
All right.
Far out. Yeah, no, like, I get what you mean. It's not
so
small.
Much scarier here.
Yeah. No, like, it's not off. It's not off.
Okay.
It's not 100% yes, but I feel like give me a little bit and I'll be good.
Yeah, I kind of just want to go straight for it.
Yeah.
And I kind of just want to.
You just want to go?
Yeah. I want to be done with this.
Yeah, okay.
All right, big dive out.
Yeah.
And just let the landing happen.
Good spot, Dom. This is what you do.
Yeah.
Boom. Come on, Dom.
Hit that subscribe button, please.
Yes, Dom.
down to here. Nice quick bish bosh. Love it.
I probably will end up doing it. It's just getting there mentally so that I know that I'm going to take the impact well. It's not going to hurt. It's not going to do anything bad. I just have to do it as best to my ability as I can.
I believe in you. You got this, broski.
Come on, Jay. This is sick, just having another young athlete come up through the ranks and hit bigger and bigger shit. He's so ready. Let's go. It's so scary. Yeah, but you can do it. It's just jump. It's just a jump. It's really important when you're doing anything of this scale to find the moment that you feel the most resilient, you feel the bravest about the whole situation, because confidence is key with something like this. You've got to really push through that mental barrier of, I'm going to jump off a bridge to get it done. That's it. That's okay, come on. Yes! Let's go! Woo! Hey! Hey! Woo!
Let's go, Jay! Woohoo! Yes, sir! Woohoo! Yes, Jay, I knew you would do it. Let's freaking go!
Oh, isn't that the adrenaline rush of your life, mate?
That's fucking huge.
Yeah, it's very high.
Dude, when I was in the air, I straight up was like, is this a dream?
yeah. You have moments to like realize, oh, this is a lot of air time.
I questioned in the air. I was like, hang on, I'm still far away from the ground. I jumped a second ago.
I'm still falling? Oh. Alright, follow me, kid. I am so happy that I got a front flip done. And a crash done. I kind of like that I got the combo play. The fail didn't take me out, so that was just information, data collection. That's why I should have jumped first.
Yes,
yeah, because like I would have known how much airtime it actually is.
So one of my viewers asked me if I would watch.
Und will dir einen Flip übers Skip machen. Absolutes Ikonikum und einfach nur geisteskrank. Hallo?
Why? No.
Denk nicht an die Security jetzt.
Scheiße, Mann, was haben wir für ein Pech?
We can either leave or we can do it and get arrested.
Ni hao, oder was?
Und herzlich willkommen zum neuen Video. Wir sind in Hongkong unterwegs, wie man sieht.
Wir sind immer noch mit Team Feld und Max und alle möglichen Leute zusammen unterwegs und in Hongkong gibt es nur eine Mission. Hoch hinaus und über die Gaps. Direkt rein in die erste Mission. Wir sind insgesamt für 6 Tage in Hongkong unterwegs und hier heißt es probieren. Wir gehen vielleicht auf 1000 Dächer hoch und finden eventuell nur ein geiles Gap, aber hier ist so ein bisschen der Weg das Ziel.
Alter, schön verraten.
Moin, Ni hao. Oder wieder da
Leho. Wir haben gerade gelernt, dass es hier nicht Ni hao, sondern Leho oder so was da heißt.
Leho. Oder auch nicht. Leho. Klaus, you're a liar. Erste Google Earth Scout ist irgendwo hier. Wir gucken uns die Locations immer auf Google Earth.